Someone reminded me I once said, greed is good. Now it seems it's legal. Because everybody's drinking the same Kool-Aid. Now, I've been considered a pretty smart guy. And maybe I was in prison too long.
One watch and one mobile phone.
But sometimes it's the only place to stay sane and look out through those bars and say, is everybody out there nuts?
To understand this clip from the Wall Street 2 trailer properly, we go back to the 80s, when Part 1 saw the light of day. The central figure was none other than Michael Douglas as businessman Gordon Gekko, a man who made his own rules in the financial world with his motto, greed is good. And so Gekko became an icon.
I haven't seen you in years. It's followed pretty much after, 1986, the original one. I was fortunate enough to win the Oscar for Best Actor. So in that win with all those starting those little clips, greed is good. And then pretty much every year after that, every bar where there'd be some drunken young masters of, finances come up to me and say, you're the man, and I try to explain to them that I was the villain, that I destroyed companies, I did insider trading, I went to jail. It didn't matter. They thought he was. So it's an odd phenomenon.
The movie was an icon because it was original, it was different, it was unique. Nobody had done business movies that had been successful in many years, so it was the first one.
And now Gekko is back, but a whole new generation of suits are part of the game as well.
Mr. Gekko! My name's Jacob Moore. I'm gonna marry your daughter.
My daughter hasn't spoken to me in years, and you know it.
I never knew my dad as a peaceful person. That always scared me.
I know it sounds crazy, but people change.
He's not who you think he is, Jake. He'll hurt us.
Why don't you start calling me Gordon?
Alongside Gekko, there's another name that rings a bell. Oliver Stone, director not only of the 2 Wall Street films, but also of Vietnam epic Platoon and W. In short, a filmmaker with a reputation.
And every actor that you talk to about Oliver all say that he's, it's a tough working experience because he's going to push you. But you want that.
I'd heard a lot of stories and I was really nervous.
I don't mind if a director is cruel, if he's cruel for the right reason, and Oliver is.
He's not satisfied until he completely believes everything that you're doing.
When you meet Oliver for the first time, within the first 15 minutes, he said 2 or 3 little things to needle you.
He was my rock. He was like a professor and a father figure and a director all in one.
And they were very much in sync during production. It was even apparent at the premiere in Cannes last summer. Will Wall Street 2 be an iconic film as well? Either way, we won't blame Michael Douglas. He was thought to be in great condition just a few months before being diagnosed with throat cancer. When health enters the equation, suddenly money doesn't seem that important anymore.
Money never sleeps. And she's jealous. And if you don't pay close attention, you wake up in the morning, she might be gone forever. And I think you want to be in the family business.
Which is what?
Payback. Except I'm not in that business anymore. It's the one thing I learned in jail is that money is not the prime asset in life. Time is, and your time is just about up. There's fortunes to be made. Hundreds of millions of dollars betting against this bubble. Just wish I had $1 million.